I'm going to start this by a question that is answered on many DJ boards, something that they're all pondering constantly. And this is from our DJs. And it's from Rick Soborn. And he says, taking requests. I did my first gig in about a year. Last venue dried up because of a poor location in town. People were afraid of partying on the edge of town and then getting a DUI. So people don't want to get DUIs. This gig was a small upscale bar in town and went phenomenal. New Year's Eve show. I rocked the house for almost 4 hours. The owner definitely wants to do it monthly. It was super easy to do. I hang there every week and know everyone. I know what they play on Touch Tunes. That's a jukebox. The only downside was at the very, very end of the night, one of the bartenders brought up a group of 6 girls. They had to hear their favorite artist. It was way out of my format. I knew it might make people aggressive and even get fights to start. I avoided it for an hour, but the owner insisted I play a few songs by the artist. Sure enough, a fight almost broke out. I think me and the owner are cool with setting a format, promoting that format, and sticking to that format. No requests ever again. But what do you guys think?
So this does, because you could also, open the door up, you take one, and then all of a sudden everyone sort of, the floodgates open, and then you're not in control at all. You lose control completely of the gig. So that could be an issue. I think, but then also we're all talking about, you want to give the people what they want.
Thank you.
But that's only what, as Luke was saying before, that's only what one person wants. And the people have this attitude, like, I'm the only one here. What if they have terrible taste in music and the thing that they want to hear, nobody else wants to hear, that could be
Well, that's the thing. It depends. And again, I am no expert DJ. I feel like I'm sort of,
what was your name as a DJ?
I did not have
You gotta have one.
You gotta have one.
Not if you're playing like Taking Back Sunday songs for 30-year-olds trying to.
Can we come up with one, maybe? Like
we'll see. Maybe
by the end of the episode.
Yeah. And we'll go out and perform under the name.
If someone has a good, like, someone comes up with a good request, that's cool. You're like, oh shit, I didn't think of that. That would kind of work nice right now, But if you're at fucking like a electronic night and some girls come up asking for Taylor Swift or something, that's not going to work,
That's true. I mean, but I think, like, I guess in my mind, I'm thinking of a DJ in a different way where it's like, okay, if their plan is inflexible, which we'll read a few DJs that talk about how their plan is they just have a very unflexible plan. That seems weird. Like, you can't go out and do comedy and not be flexible. You know what I mean? Bands
kind of can. You kind of can. As someone, I don't talk about it, but I did stand up and that whole thing that I just but you can kind of go out with a plan in comedy and just stick to it. You know what I mean? You can like slightly be like, you don't get heckled that often. And, sometimes you have to roll with it or whatever, but there's a lot of comedians who go out there and they're like, this is their act and they have it, and you can go watch them and they will do it like to the T, but I guess it's like you should be able to change it up, and it's probably better to change it up sometimes, like more rewarding.
As far as I understand, like, if we're talking about like these real DJs who are our sort of artists, in a way, like,
I respect artists mostly. So those are the ones I love, the ones who are like serious artists.
Well, I'm sure like I think you have to do a lot of planning goes into to I can't believe you guys are making me respect DJs so much.
Oh, there's some fantastic DJs.
Yeah, we're gonna get to some ones that we can goof about for real. Here's the answer to the question of requests. Peter the DJ, so we know he's a DJ, which is nice. Here's the thing: requests are requests, not orders, not mandates. The dictionary definition of requests. And
thank you. I was wondering if anyone was going to do that, because I forgot what it even means. I was like, Okay, yeah. The dictionary definition.
The dictionary definition of request: an act of asking politely or formally for something, and you can politely or formally say no. I prefer taking requests because you never know when someone might have a good one and you may have overlooked. You can always say no. Or if you don't have the guts to tell people no, you can always make up something like, that's great, but I already have a full request list to get through. Or the even more vague, I'll see what I can do line. But in the end, sure, it's tough to say no to an owner. If the owner tells you to play something and a fight breaks out, that's on them, not you. Sounds like you did your best by holding off on that request as long as you possibly could. So they don't like requests. That's one thing.